Here, what does mean network is nothing but interconnection of the several devices to communicate each other to share the data is known as the network. Okay. So to make a network, we need a network switch. All the devices are connected to the network switch. Okay. All the devices are connected to the network switch. And I want to communicate outside because of network is like your host is there. It is like a network. Okay. You want to go, you want to send a packet from outside, like I want to send a packet to the internet, like outside network, then we'll have a router will be there. Here same thing here in AWS also. So VPC is a network. Okay, it is your own network inside your cloud. Understand?
Yeah.
So what does VPC? VPC is a known as virtual private cloud. Is your own private network inside AWS where you can launch your resource like EC2 servers, database, load balancer, and containers. Okay, understand? VPC is also known as the hybrid cloud because of generally the whatever the thing you are taking, it is a public one. Inside the public, we are creating the private network. Okay, so it is like a combination of the public and private. It is known as the hybrid network, also known as the hybrid cloud. It is also known as the VPC. VPC is like a hybrid cloud. Okay, we have seen the public cloud and private cloud is nothing but dedicated servers and dedicated data centers are provided for the company. That is the private network. But VPC is like a hybrid cloud. Inside public, we have private. Okay, and how the whenever I create resources, my resources and your resource, how will be segregated each other by having their own VPC there. Whenever you log into AWS is already created one VPC, one default VPC. Whenever you launch your resources like EC2, EBS, database, load balancer, container, they'll be under the default VPC which is created by AWS. So what does VPC? VPC stands for virtual private cloud. It is your own network where you can launch your resources like a EC2 database, load balancer, and container. In the VPC, what does you do that? You can select your own IP address string. You can select your own IP address string. You can select your own subnets and routing and security and internet access according to your requirement. Okay. Think that VPC as a your own data center network, like in on-premises network. Okay, on-premises network in AWS cloud. VPC mainly consists of the what are the components of the VPC? CADR block, subnets. What does mean CADR? CADR.
IP range.
Huh?
Classless inter-domain routing.
Yes. Classless internet domain routing. Here I just go to that. I'll just give some basics of the network before going to the VPC. How many IP versions are there? Two versions. IPv4,
IPv6.
yes, IPv6. Okay, how many types of IP versions are there? IPv4 and IPv6. Here, what is the IPv4? It is a 32-bit address. Is it? What? 32-bit address.
Yes.
And this IPv6 is a 64-bit address. Sorry,
64 bits.
128-bit address. Sorry. What is that? 128-bit address. Understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, IPv4 contains maximum number of IP addresses are 2 to the power 32. How many IP addresses are there? 2
2
power
to the
32.
power 30. Yeah.
32. Okay. Whereas IPv6 contains 2 power 128. 2 power how many? 128.
120.
Okay. So here, presently we are using the IPv4 and IPv6 will be the future. Okay. They are already implemented IPv6 and future will be IPv4 will be replaced with the IPv6. Okay. IPv4 will be replaced with the which one? IPv6.
IP.
Why they are switching to the IPv4 to V6? Because IPv4 having a 2 per 32 that is equivalent to around 4 billion. 4 billion IP addresses are there. Whereas IPv6 contains 2 per 128. 2 per 128 is a very huge value. That is a big value compared to the 2 per 32. Because of the right now the era is the IoT era. Each and every device need IP address. the present IP address are not enough to the cope up the demand, future demand. That's why they're shifting to the IPv6. IPv6. Understand?
Yes.
IPv4 is a decimal address. IPv6 is a hexadecimal address. IPv4 is a decimal address. IPv6 is a hexadecimal address. Do you know difference between decimal and hexadecimal? Hello?
Sorry, what was the question? Can you repeat that? Sorry.
IPv4 is a decimal. Decimal. It is notation in the decimal number system.
Hmm.
IPv6 is a hexadecimal number system.
Yeah.
Hexadecimal. I think Kamrul has. Do you know the decimal and hexadecimal?
Hexadecimal is like 6 something.
Not 6,
6.
16.
16. Yeah.
Hexa is 6,
16.
hexadecimal is 16. Okay,
Yeah.
IP, whereas decimal is a 10.
Yeah. Decimal
In
is 10
real
also.
world, we use decimal number system. Like we use like a combination of 0 to 9. We write down any number, it is combination of like 0 to 9. 0 to 9 becomes 10 numbers. Okay. Whereas
Yes.
hexadecimal number system contains 16 number. It will start from 0 and up to 9. Then 10 is known as A, 11B, 12C, 13D, 14E, 15F. Got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is known as the 16 numbers. So 0 to 9, 10 A, 11 is B, 12 is C, 13 is D, 14 is E, and 15 is F. It is the alphanumerical number system. Which one? Hexadecimal.
Okay.
Numerical means it contains the alphabetical orders and numerical characters. Understand?
Hmm.
IPv4 is a decimal number, whereas IPv6 is a hexadecimal number. Here, if you check here, it's just go to the command prompt. If you are using Mac, to know the IP address, we need to type hit ifconfig. If you are using Windows computer, we need to hit or we need to type ipconfig. Okay, understood? You want to
Okay.
know IP address of your computer, then how will you know? Just type ipconfig. Just type
IP
ipconfig
config.
in Windows. If you are using Linux or if you are using a Mac operating system, then we need to hit ifconfig. Okay, which one? If. Understand? So when I
Yes.
type here ipconfig, so this is an IP address. Why it is showing so many IP address in my computer? This is my IP address. Why it is showing so many IP addresses in my computer? Don't be confused. Do you have any idea why it's showing so many IP addresses?
It's the because of the range, the idea range.
No. So it is my IP address. See, check here. I connected to wireless Wi-Fi. This is my IPv6,
Hmm.
which is in hexadecimal, and this is the IPv4 address. Can you observe here?
Yeah.
So this is which one? V6. This one is a V4.
Before.
And this is the subnet mask, and this is the router IP address. Default gateway is nothing but a router address.
Okay.
Okay, understand?
Yes.
So router having a two IP address are there. One is the internal IP address, second one is the external IP address. Do you know that router
Okay.
having how many generally? Router having multiple IP address doesn't mean only two address, two IP address. Maybe have more than two also. So what is mean router having a two IP addresses. One is internal IP, second is the external IP. Okay. So how the internal network is connected to external network with the help of the router. So suppose you are connected, your house is internal network. Internet is a external network. How your internal network in external network is connected with the help of the router. Okay. So the router internal network will communicate with the help of the internal IP, whereas router external network will communicate with the help of the external IP. Understand?
Yeah.
How many IP addresses are there? Two IP addresses.
To
This is my internal IP. See here. What is the IP address? Internal IP address of my computer? What is the internal IP address of my computer? 192.
uh 6806.
Yes. What is my external IP? I just go here to know external IP. Just type what is my IP. This is my external IP. This is my external IP, brother. Understand?
Yeah.
This is my external IP. This is my internal IP. Okay?
Okay.
Whenever you create EC2 instance, also there are two IP addresses are there. One is the external IP and another one is internal IP. Internal IP is to communicate within the network. Within the network. Make like my own host. I want to communicate outside. I want to connect to the internet. I need external IP. I need a external IP. If you don't have external IP, you are not able to connect to the outside. That's why whenever I connect to the EC2 instance from my laptop, so we use the external IP. Will with the help of the external IP only, we are able to connect to the like EC2 machine. If you don't have external IP, you are not able to connect to the EC2 machine. Understand?
Yes.
Your laptop is outside. Your laptop is outside, and in the data center we having virtual machine is created. How the communication is possible with the help of the external IP only. If you don't have external IP, you are not able to connect to the AWS virtual machine. Understand?
Yes.
Mohsin, you understand?
Yeah.
What does mean external IP and internal IP?
External IP is what lets you connect to the internet, right?
Yes,
Internal
which is
IP.
given by the ISP. Internet service
Yeah.
provider will be provided by the ISP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
And
and this one is the internal one. It is
yeah,
the
this is
internal one.
assigned by the router to your device.
Yes, exactly. And this is the router IP address. This is the router IP address, internal IP address. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
And see here, this IPv6 is in which one? It is an hexadecimal.
Mm-hmm.
Understood? It is in which one? It is hexadecimal or decimal. It contains the alpha character, alphabetical characters and
Hexadecimal, I believe.
numerical characters. And this is the which one?
Decimal.
Decimal.
Yeah.
This is the decimal. Yeah. IPv4 is a 32-bit address, whereas IPv6 is a
128-bit.
128-bit address. Okay, understood. That's it. Then, if you go here, IPv4 in 5 classes. How many classes are there?
5 classes.
In this one, we use class A, and second thing is the class B, class C, class D, and class C. Okay, understand?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, A and B and C are used for the local area network. Is local area network is nothing but your internal network. Okay, and for internet and local area network or wide area network, use the A and B C. We generally we use only A and B and C only. D and E are having user for research and development, and also for internal communication of the router. Okay, for the multicasting, they use D and E. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How many types of IP address are there?
5.
A, B, C, D. Okay. In this one, which one you use? Generally, internet in the inside the internet and local network. Which one you use?
Plus.
A, B,
Yeah.
C. So, what is the range of IP address? It start from like this. Okay. What is the range of IP address? I think you have studied all this thing, huh?
Yes.
Kamrul, you have studied this one.
A little bit, sir. I can understand.
Okay. I'm having a networking. I'm having a 18 years of experience. My whole period throughout my life is I just deal with all this thing networking. Okay, I just shifted to then after that because of the we need to upgrade, and we need to upgrade everything. But when I started a journey, is started as a network engineer.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I started my journey as an IT field, which I started in 2005, so up to now 21 years of experience I'm having. In the throughout the life period, I'm having a only networking field. I was just as in work class network engineer, and so many companies I used to do routing, and I just routing configurations for the Cisco routers, and I just go for the like I work as a Windows system administrator, Linux administrator. From most of the things I done this thing. Okay, then we going to move to the because of the demands you that we need to shift to the cloud because of the on-premises servers are now become old. Okay, so then we need to know on the cloud also how to manage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, even though if you go for the any company, even you are as a network administrator or network engineer, then you need to know that how you manage in physical and also how you manage in the cloud also, like how you manage the cloud and servers, how you manage the servers in the on-premises server. Both are same, like services and policies, everything is there, whether it's a cloud, whether is it is a on-premises, but physically it may be different, and cloud it may be different. Okay, what is the range of IPv4 range? What is the IPv4 range?
Zero
Zero
to
thirty
two.
for 30.
Okay, in this one, class A, it starts for the 0, that is 0, ends with the 127.
Yeah.
Okay, and this B start with 128, ends with 191. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, and C ends with 223. And here 240 to 255. Understand? This is the
Yeah.
range. This is the range. In this one, we use which one? Which one?
ABC.
EBC. And it start with the in this one again we will going to exclude the zero network. Why use zero network? Zero network is nothing but 0.0.0 is known as the default network. Suppose I want to connect any network, it is known as the default network. When you select security group, you know that three options are there. What are the three options? One is the one is the thing. What are the three options are there? One is the custom, and second one is the MyAP, and third one is anywhere. Do you remember during the security
Yes,
group we have
yes.
three options?
Anywhere is
Mm-hmm.
0000.
What does mean anywhere, custom, and second anywhere, custom, and
Yeah.
MyAP? Do you remember what does mean anywhere?
Yeah.
Anywhere means I don't know the destination.
Yeah.
When I don't know the destination, I want to send a packet to the destination, then I use 0.0.0.0. Zero network is nothing but a default network. Understand?
Yeah.
Yes.
In this one, 0 will going to exclude. So it is in between 127 also exclude. Why use 127 is excluded? It is for the local. I want to suppose I created a web application. I want to check the output of the web application to host my web application inside my laptop. Then I use the 127 IP address 127.0.0.0.1. By using this IP address and check the output. Okay, it's nothing but a local host. Okay,
Okay.
it is nothing but a local host. So generally, website or web application hosted in the real time with using the public IP address. But as a programmer, when I create an application or website, how do you check my output? In the local host.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yep.
What is the local host IP address?
127. Yeah.
127.0.0.0, nothing 127. Okay. So, and if you assign after 224, what happens to your machine? When I try to assign IP address for after 224, 223 is okay. If you give IP address 224, then what happens to my machine? It will accept.
No. It's you said multicast, right?
It will accept after 223.
I don't know.
FACSD.
let me check here. To assign IP address, type ncpa.cpl. Okay, in the command prompt, okay, just type ncpa.cpl. Now it is opens that network. See here, I am not connected to wire here, I connected to Wi-Fi here. Just right click here, go to the properties to assign IP address. If there are two IP addresses are there, you can check here. Just scroll down here. What are the two IP addresses? One is the V4, what is the second one?
V6.
Okay, I just double click in V4. There are two options are there. What is mean obtain IP address automatically and use the following IP address? Do you know what does mean these two options?
Yeah, you can obtain it dynamically, or
What does make sense? How you differentiate between those two?
you can obtain the IP address for your machine dynamically from the router, or you can assign it yourself.
Exactly, exact. And this one is
You can assign it yourself in the range.
yes, we will manually assign. We will manually assign. Okay. Okay. Understand?
Yes.
If IP address is assigned by you or IP address are assigned by network administrator, then it is known as the static IP address. Understand? If the IP address is obtained from the router or any other device like maybe server also, doesn't mean that every time you get the IP address from the router only, you will get the IP address from the server also. Okay, it is a DHCP server. If you install dedicated DHCP server, then we'll obtain the IP address from the DHCP server also.
Um,
Okay. So here what happens here, this is the IP address which we assign manually, it is known as the static IP address. If your IP address is obtained from the router or any machine, then it is known as the dynamic IP address. Okay. Here when you try to assign IP address 224, what happens here? What happened here?
we'll say should be out of range, right?
Yes. Okay. It won't accept.
Yeah,
It won't.
won't accept.
Why it is? Because of the range which is defined between the 1 to 223
Yeah,
only. 1 to
220.
understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Now now move on to this one. That is the which one? Class A, class B, class C, and class C. And for the subnet mask for the class A is 255 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0. Sorry, 255 dot
55.
brother 0 dot 0 dot 0 dot 0. And how will you write in CADR notation? CADR is a numerical number. Instead of writing the subnet mask, we'll represent in the CADR notation. That is a classless internet domain routing. We'll note it as like /8.
Yeah.
Known as what? /8. Okay.
Mhm.
What does mean /8 here? How many bits are there in IP address? 32 bits. Understand how many bits are there?
32.
So this is the first octet, 32 bits. This is the second octet, 32 bits. And this is the third octet, 32 bit, 8 bits. And this is the fourth octet, 8 bits. 8, 8, 8, 8. How many 8s are there? 4 8s. Okay. Understand?
Yes.
So here in the first octet, this 255 means having a how many ones are there? 1, 1. That is 8 ones. Understood?
Yes.
How many ones are there? 8 ones. So for writing here, this is if it is /8 it means how many ones are there? 1. 8 ones.
Yes.
Okay. So okay, Mohsin,
Yeah.
it is be like this. If you did be confused, it will be like this. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, got it?
Yes.
And this number, this how many numbers of ones are there? 8. Then we'll note it as 8. Got it?
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, what does mean 8 means? 8 means there are how many network bits are there? 8 bits. How many network bits are there?
8.
And how many? These are remaining the host bits. When you define like this, 8 means 8 network bits. So if it is total number of bits are how many there?
24.
32.
24 host and
Yes,
8 network.
exactly. Okay, what is the host bits are there? 24
Yeah.
host. And the number of IP address, it is a 2 power 24. Number of IP address are how many? 2 power.
34.
Understand?
Yes.
2 power 24.
Hmm.
So whereas for the class B, what is the subnet mask here?
255.
255 dot.
255.
255
By
Okay.
16.
What is the slash 16? And here class C, what is the subnet mask? 255 dot 255 dot 255 dot 0. What is the subnet mask here? 24. Got it? Understood?
Yes.
So suppose I just write down here instead uh, slash 12 value. Okay. Can you tell me that how many network bits are there? How many host bits are there?
Uh, one network. Two network.
No, 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 no. How many total bits here? How many total bits are there? How many bits are there total bits?
12.
No, no, no. Only total number of bits.
Oh, 32.
Yes,
Yeah.
32. Okay, okay. And how many network? What does mean 12 means? Slash 12 means how many network bits? 12.
Yes.
So how many host bits are
20.
there? Not 30, brother. 32 minus 12, how many?
20.
32 minus 12.
20. Okay.
Okay, how many host bits are there?
20.
So mean that how many IP addresses are there? It is 2 power 20.
Yes.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
Do you understand or not?
Yes, I do.
Do you understand this
Yes.
one? Suppose suppose if you write down slash 20, now tell me the answer. I don't. And please tell me this.
12 host.
Okay. How many hosts are there?
12.
12 hosts. Okay, 12 hosts. So here, what is the value here? 2 power 12. What is the value of 2 power of 12? Can you tell me that what is the value of 2 power 12?
Number of
Number?
IP. Okay.
No, no, no. Yes. 2 power 12 equivalents to 2 into 2 into 2. How many times will multiply? 12 times. Then what is the value here? Value. Total value.
Mm.
It is 4096 or not? How will you obtain this IP address? How will you get this number? Just multiplying with how many times? 12
Yeah.
times. What is the value? 4096. 40
96. Yeah.
mean that when the value is slash 20, when you CADR value slash 20, then how many IP addresses are there in single network? 40.
96.
Understand, Mosin? Okay. Okay. So why I'm explaining you. So the team, you are working in a cloud environment, you are a cloud engineer or you are a cloud engineer. Then they ask you to create I need a network which is contains the 10,000 servers. You do understand? Okay. So the programmers have created an application. Then you want to deploy this this application in a single network have a 10,000 servers we need. For having 10,000 servers, how many hosts we need to take here? If we take 2 port 12, it is a 4096. If we take 2 port 13, that is a 80198. Okay. If we take 14, it is okay. If we take, I need 10,000 servers, brother, in a
Okay,
network.
I got it. Yeah, yeah,
Understand?
yeah.
Okay. Then how will you make it here? Here, how will you make it here? So we need to make here how many host bits we need? 14.
So it'll be 16 network, 14
No, no.
host.
So what is the CADR value? I need how many hosts are there? 10,000 hosts. Okay. For 10,000 hosts, we need to take the 14 host bits. 14 host bits. Total number of bits are 32. Total number of bits are how many? 32. Here 32 minus host bits are 14. And if you minus here, what is the value of networks? 18 network bits. 18 network bits.
Yeah.
Understand? Okay. So this what is means slash value? Slash value is known as what? Slash value. CADR value, brother. This is known as what?
CIT.
So what does CADR? Classless internet domain routing.
Yeah.
Okay. It is a number notify that how many network bits are there. If you write down slash 16 means how many network bits are there? 16. If slash 24, how many network bits are there? 24. So if write down slash 8, how many network bits are there? 18. If you write down slash 12, that is how many network bits are there? 12.
Okay. Yeah.
Understand? Okay. Now, if you take a value, if you take class C, how many network bits are, host bits are there? 24. Okay. Then how many network bits are there? 8 bits. How many network bits are there?
8 bits. So 2 to the power 8 number of networks.
Yes. Okay. 8 per 2 network bits. 8 network bits. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood? Now, if you take any IP address, okay, suppose if you take a number like 8 network bits in the class A, 8 network, 24 network bits, host bits, I just mean that. How many network bits are there? 8 bits. Okay, how many network bits are there? 24 network bits. And how many host bits are there? Only 8 host, sorry, how many host bits are there? 8 host bits. Okay. So what does mean that 2 per 8 is equal to how much the number?
16.
2 per 8.
256.
No,
Yeah.
no, 2 per 2.
256.
Yes. In this 256, total number of IP addresses are in the, if you, the value is slash 24, if the value is slash 24, how many IP addresses are there? 256.
Yeah.
Understand? How many IP addresses are there? 256. Because of 2 power 8 value equivalents to 256. 2 power 8 value equivalents to what? 256. In this one, we're going to, we don't use first one and the last one. Like it starts with the 0 to 255. Total numbers are 255. We will exclude this number and we will exclude this number. This 0 is known as the network address and 255 is known as the broadcast address.
So we
Understand?
deduct -2.
Yes, minus 2. This how many IP addresses are there?
254.
254. Understand? 254. In this one, AWS use again 3 IP addresses. Exclude. How many IP addresses will be excluded? 3 IP addresses. How many IP addresses are excluded?
3.
Then how many IP addresses left in?
251.
Okay. Then if you take the value slash 20, okay, slash 20, total number of bits are there? 32. In this one, how many network bits are there? 20. How many network bits there? Slash 20 means how many network bits? Mohsin?
12.
Here, how many network bits are there? 20. Then how many host bits are there here?
12.
Yes. 12 means 2 port 12 equivalents to how much?
4096.
Minus 2 means how much?
4094.
In this one again, AWS will exclude how many IP addresses?
3.
Then how many IP addresses are left?
4091. Sir, in AWS, there are 5 reserved IP or 3.
Yes.
For AWS, we deduct 3 or 5. Because I think I read somewhere
No, first
5. First one is
no.
network.
Just first listen, brother. First listen.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I just told you that two are for the basically whenever you use the network in physical network, we'll just exclude two. Here, two. We already excluded two, brother.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah.
understand? And these two and these three makes how many? Five.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yes.
Understand? This two and three. I had explained you previously. Two is excluded and three is excluded by AWS. Two plus three equals to how
5.
much?
Yeah. Okay. Thank
Five.
you.
Yeah, just go to the AWS console. We have VPCs there. One default VPC is already created. You can check here. Under the VPC, we have subnets are there. Each network, what is the value is there? Subnet, what is this value? CEDR value. What is the CEDR value, brother?
12. 2 to the power 12.
No. Check here. I'm showing here. Check how much CEDR value.
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
So now how many IP addresses are there?
Okay, 4091. Yeah.
It is the default VPC. Inside the default VPC, they created a subnet. What does mean subnetting? What does mean subnetting? Subnetting is nothing but a splitting the larger network to smaller networks is known as the
So,
subnetting. What does mean subnetting? A big large network is there. Instead of this large network is divided to smaller parts, and each network is a subnet which is isolated from each other. Is known as the subnetting. And this VPC is the big network. Got it? You understand?
yes.
This VPC is a big network. Okay. We check here. This is the VPC. This is IP address 10. What is the IP address 10? /16. Again is divided into small parts. Is known as the subnetting. These are the subnets. So defaultly, this is having 6 availability zones, 6 subnets are there. Okay. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. They created, like AWS people created inside the VPC, for every availability zone, they created one subnet. Doesn't mean that we need to create any subnet. Depending upon the subnetting requirement, we can create multiple subnets also. That is not a maximum limit how many create. Depending upon the IP address range, we can change this to the subnet also. Okay. So this was created by the AWS default. Okay. VPC was created by the AWS default. VPC is a big network, and this big network is divided into smaller parts is known as the subnets. Understand? Understand, brother? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, when you create a when you create a VPC, will give the IP address range, CADR range like this. Okay, this means that what is mean /16? You just tell me that answer. /16. Tell the how many IP addresses are
2
there.
to the power 16.
Exactly. 2 power 16 value is how many?
65,000. Yeah.
So here, so here user for subnets. Why we need to again we need to divide into the VPC into sub part, because when you deploy application, we will have a network for web server, separate network, nothing in that a small network. But inside the VPC, you have a again we need to segregate, like one subnetwork is for web server, one subnet for the database servers, one subnet for the application servers. Okay,
Yeah.
understand? You can't change the primary CADR number. The real time implies a real time example. If you take company plans for web servers, app server. So this large CADR can be divided into what? Smaller network. Understand? This network is divided into what are the small parts? A small part is not subnet.
Yeah.
Okay? Subnet divides your VPC into smaller network. Understand? Again, these subnets are two types. One is the public subnet and second one is the private subnet. Public subnet which is having internet access. Private subnet doesn't have internet access. Okay. Why we need to keep this public network and this private network? Because of suppose if you keep the database in the public, then hackers will attack and steal the data. Okay, that's why we'll keep this the database servers inside the database network. We'll keep it private. We'll keep it as private. Understand? Public subnet internet access. Private subnet doesn't have internet access. Understand? No direct internet access is available. Okay, understand?
Yeah.
And if you see this, it is a VPC. If you take an IP address, this is the subnet, and this subnet is divided into smaller parts. One is the public subnet, and this is the private subnet. Okay. If you take a real-time scenario, I need to deploy web application, banking web application, where I need a app and database servers. You will keep application servers and database servers on the private subnet, and because database is never exposed to internet, if you export that database, expose this database servers to internet, hackers may attack and they steal the data. To avoid such situation, all database servers will keep in private. We don't have any public access. Understand?
Yeah.
So what does mean by this one? This one is nothing but a subnet. Subnet is a part of a VPC. This larger VPC is the large network. The VPC large network is divided into smaller parts. The small part is known as the subnet. Is known as the subnet. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So what is my VP? What is my internet gateway? Internet gateway is like a router. How you communicating the private network to the public network? In your house, like you are connected to the internet connection. Your house is a private network. Your all devices are connected to the private network. And this how this private network will communicate with the public network with the help of the router. The same thing here in AWS cloud. You want to connect inside the data center. We have a private network is there. I want to communicate outside with the help of internet gateway. I will connect to the internet. Internet gateway will provide the internet access to your private network. Okay, understood?
Yeah.
You understood? What does mean internet gateway? Internet gateway is like implicit router. What does mean implicit means inside internally. Implicit router. Generally, when you connected your laptop, you is connected to explicit router. It is a physical router. Understood?
Yeah.
When you created when you created a virtual machine EC2, then how your EC2 connect to the internet with the help of the internet gateway. Okay.
Okay.
If you don't have internet gateway, you don't provide any internet. Okay, there is no internet access. No internet access, no public reachability. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what in real time scenario, if you take an e-commerce website, customers need to access the internet. Mean that there is a two things are there. That I am a customer, I want to access Amazon.com website. Then I want to access the Amazon.com website. We need to have internet gateway. All these web servers are connected to internet gateway. If the web servers are not connected to internet gateway, then how the customer will use the web server? It won't possible. Understand? Web server needs which one?
Internet gateway.
Okay, what is my route table? A route table decides where the traffic goes. Okay, so how I am reaching the, suppose I type www.facebook.com from my computer. From my computer to the Facebook computer, how it is reaches? By using the route table. They will define some certain routes that you need to pass from this IP address and will reach. Okay, understand? Then how will you reach from source to destination? There are set of IP addresses are there. That is nothing but inside this set of IP addresses is nothing but a route table. The route table it tells you that how you reach from source to destination. Okay, understand?
Yes.
Yes.
Route table decides the where traffic goes. Okay, so example here, what does mean this one? This is means anywhere. What does mean this one?
Anywhere.
Anywhere. Okay, so this internet gateway will send the traffic to the through the route table, through the route table, to connect internet from the outside. For the public network use internet gateway, for the private network use NAT gateway.
Okay.
We use what?
Net gateway.
NAT gateway. Because inside the private network we don't have a internet. Okay, we are not connected. We're not able to connect to the internet. Then how the internet? Okay, inside the network you don't have internet. I'll just explain you. Just draw an image to you. Then easily explain. Here, if you see here, this is the virtual machine. Okay, inside the data center, this is the virtual machine. Understand?
Mm.
And this is your laptop. This is your laptop. Got it?
Yes.
From here, from my laptop, I want to connect to the AWS EC2. Okay, understand? Then how you are generally in general, how you are communicating? You are from your laptop from my laptop. Means how you making communication by using Microsoft Team? How are you communicating? Because you are connected to the internet. I am also connected to the internet. Then only it might make possible to make communicate with you and me, isn't it? You are connected to internet or not? Hello.
Yes.
I are also connected here. Suppose I want to communicate from my laptop to ECT, it is to be connected having internet here. Here, internet.
Mm.
Without internet, I can make communicate with this device
No.
like nothing but EC2.
No.
It won't possible. Here, internet gateway connects you to the inside and outside. Inside and outside. What does mean? This is the your AWS server. This is your AWS server. You understand? This is what AWS server. Okay, this AWS server mean that I want to communicate. That's I'll just make a request to the AWS server. This incoming to the AWS. This AWS server is making incoming to AWS. Okay, if this incoming means that how will you connect with the help of internet gateway? I'm going to connect. This is the outbound. This is the outbound from the AWS server. This is the inbound. This is the inbound. Okay, yeah. Coming request inside the server is the inbound. Coming outside the request is known as the outbound. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay. Here, then this inside this virtual machine, I want to connect to internet. Then how will you use outbound connection? I use. Okay, understood.
Mm.
Inside the virtual machine, I want to uh, connect. I want to browse something. I want to browse something. Then how will you connect there? The inside the virtual machine, this virtual machine need to connect to the internet. Okay, that is nothing but outbound. In the whenever we create a internet gateway, connect to internet gateway inside the public network, inbound connection and outbound connection both are enabled. Okay, what does mean inbound? Traffic towards the server. Okay, traffic outwards is not the what?
Outbound.
Traffic inwards and outwards. Inwards and inbound and outbound both are enabled in the public network. It's nothing internet gateway. Suppose I don't want this, means anyone wants to connect here. I don't want this one. Okay. From the outside, any machine wants to connect. This is inbound. If inbound is disabled and I need only internet inside the machine. I need internet. I need internet, this machine, virtual machine. We will going to enable the only outbound. So how will you enable? We use the NAT gateway. Use one NAT gateway. You understand?
Yeah.
So what is the difference between internet gateway and NAT gateway? Now you can understand. If you don't understand, I explain later. Again, one more time.
I got it. Net gateway for outbound and internet gateway
Yes,
for
exactly.
inbound.
Both.
Both. Both.
Both,
Yeah,
both,
both.
both. means, so if you use internet gateway, you don't have inbound, mean that from your laptop you are not able to connect to the machine.
Yes.
Okay, but inside the machine you have internet connectivity. Do you understand or not?
Yes. Yes.
That is the difference between internet gateway and NAT gateway. Got it? If you observe this all this thing, if you understand everything, you can easily understand VPC and make your own VPCs everything. If you don't understand this all this thing, again we need to go, like, practical is not big problem. Okay, anybody will explain the practical, and you can get so many videos on YouTube also. Doesn't mean that there are so many videos out there, they will explain you more than me, like they will explain clearly more than me. But thing is that if you don't know the theory, you can't understand the practical. Okay,
Yes. Yes.
practical is no problem, just write down the steps and just do the practice. That is not a big issue. When you go for the interview, they'll ask a question like that, then you should be in a position to give the answer. Okay, sir, I know VPC, I know how to create NAT gateway. They won't satisfy you. Okay, they won't satisfy with you. They need a question. They ask a question that what is VPC, what does how the VPC is created, how the what is the difference between internet and NAT gateway. This type of question they will ask. They don't ask you to create like how it is created. Okay, understand?
Yeah.
That's it. Tomorrow we'll go for the practicals here. I'll tomorrow onwards we're going to do the practicals like how to create a VPC, how to create a public network, how to create a private network, and how to create a VPC peering, and how to create a multi-tier architecture. Okay,
Yeah.
multi-tier architecture. VPC two-tier architecture, multi-tier architecture. Just go to the videos. One or two times you will get some idea theory. It is important to get idea about the VPC before starting the practicals. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any doubts, Mohsin? Hello? I think he's muted. Mohsin. Okay. Okay, brother. Tomorrow I'll see you.
All right. Good night, sir.
Good night.